I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, everybody's is, Joan was gonna zoom in, right?
She was gonna try, she said, I
Oh.
talked to her on the way over here.
She's got a cold, she's not feeling very well. Steve is on Zoom. Our alternate obviously is not coming in again. So we're okay with that. Did everybody get a chance to read the minutes?
Mhm.
There is no audience of citizens. So I will entertain a motion. Any omissions or corrections? I will entertain a motion
I'll
to
move.
accept as read. Risa? Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Public grounds report. Stevie, you're up. Are you up?
We went out, we picked up a bunch of sticks, cleaned up the cemeteries, so we're in pretty good shape for the contractor to start coming and doing his spring cleanup probably sometime, hopefully I can get him towards like the middle of April, do his first mowing, and then we'll fire away with another great year with A to Z services. Do you want me to touch base on cemetery stones and everything, or do you want to wait to new business?
As far as talking with Will?
Talking with Will, talking with the other company, X, Y, and Z.
I spoke to Will about 2 weeks ago. And he said, end of March, early April, they're thinking for getting out here.
Okay. Steve, did you contact him too?
I called Will 2 or 3 times. He has not yet returned my phone calls. But the other contractor that I called the other day, I actually had Allie reach out to 4 contractors in Connecticut just because we weren't getting a response from Will, and to be able to spend more than $7,500, we need to try to get some other bids, quotes, X, Y, and Z in. And if Will if Beyond the Gravestone becomes the only vendor that responded, we can spend up to $25,000 with them. So I'm going to put some wording together tomorrow, hopefully send it up to Len. I think with nobody returning our phone call, the guy Jonathan was supposed to call me, but he was then traveling on Wednesday to go to Tennessee. Then he was coming back for a few days. Then he was leaving for a month. So we would not be able to utilize him to get anything done in a timely manner. So I think that gives us carte blanche to spend $25,000 with Beyond the Gravestone to get as much done as we can possibly get done prior to July 1st. I know that was a lot.
Well, no, I know, but we haven't spent any of that money this year. And it's, use it or lose it. And I was hoping we'd hear from him sooner,
Yeah, no, I touched base and I specified in my email, I said, are you available to do the work prior to FY26? And he said, yes, we want to do it. Weather's looking good. We should be out end of March to April.
Because we're gonna go to Christian Lane and then we're gonna go to Beckley.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well,
So-
we'll just wait. So
Yeah.
you put a bug in his ear, Steve, and we'll just have to wait. Hopefully we get going on that.
It didn't take us long to go through $25,000 last time, so I don't think it's going to take us long to go through with him resurrecting and repairing the stones to go through it this time.
Right. And he shouldn't be billing us for any cleaning at Christian Lane because our Eco Scout did that. So it'll just be repair. And I don't think there's that much there. I'm trying to remember. I haven't been over there since Memorial Day, but I don't think there's that much to repair there. There's more at Beckley.
Yeah. But also, with that being said, though, it seems like he is the only dog in the race. So the more we can keep him on our good side, I think the better.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. Yep. Oh, he's treated us for the last 3 years very well. So.
Yeah, very well. I get the sense that this is, I know this is not his full-time job and he has family stuff going on, so I get the sense that he is perhaps juggling a lot of contracts and also like full-time and family stuff, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if he said he's gonna be here at the end of the month or the beginning of April, we're good.
Yeah.
Because we got till July 1st, right, Steve?
Correct.
Yep. Okay. Anything else, bud?
If you guys keep talking, I will pull up the budget so we could kind of talk about what's been approved so far, if there's, or anything was reduced.
Okay. Old business, I don't think we had any. Cause we didn't have any new business last time. See how simple this is, Mary Beth? We have done, and just to let you know what we have done in the last 3 years. The 7 cemeteries that we take care of, we replaced all the fencing, did a whole lot of landscaping, these guys did, so that part is all, and tree trimming, big time tree trimming the first 2 years, right? Most of the money was spent on tree trimming because those cemeteries were neglected for at least 10 years. So by opening up the canopy, the sun gets in there and gets rid of a lot of the mildew and the mold. So, and then we've had some Eagle Scouts, they came in to help us on their projects and they did some work for us, but Risa was able to find this Beyond Graves is the name of the company. And he's been coming in now, this will be his 4th year?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes in on broken stones, he fixes them, the crooked ones, he straightens for us, puts in footings and all that stuff. So we have done the cemetery over here, Camel's Back, and we have done the one on Farmington Avenue, they call it Dennis Cemetery. So those 2 are done. The next 2 are Christian Lane down by the crematorium and Beckley, which is on the way to Rocky Hill, just before you get to the farm. And then anything that we do at Dunham Cemetery over here by the river. Mr. Dunham, the last Dunham that died, left us $15,000. So anything we do there comes out of that money. We replace the stone wall in the front, we put the new fencing up. And when we get in there, when Will goes in there, and that's not too bad a shape either, that money will come out of there, so it doesn't cost the town any money. And then we have, let's see, there's a small cemetery on Spruce Brook Road. There's like 4 people buried in there. Maybe the stone's gotta be cleaned up or something. There's not a whole lot of work to do there. And after we get done with that, then from now on, it's gonna be Steve's guys cutting the grass, landscaping. We are waiting for what's that grant that Jim's on, 5,500?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000, and we're gonna match 2,500, so we'll end up with $7,500 total.
So we're gonna go in and do a lot of landscaping in some of these cemeteries, get rid of all the brush, things like that. So once we get done with all the cemeteries, then our budget will be, we're at $38,000 now, it'll go way down just for cutting grass and stuff like that. So just to bring you up to speed, what we're doing here. All right, buddy, what do you got for new business? Anything?
I just looked at the budget. The budget is exactly as we set it into Len. We'll have 25,000 for contractual services to hire anybody outside to do any work, and we'll have $7,500 for operating materials. So if we need to buy some topsoil, grass seed, or anything like that for any of the jobs we have going on, we have plenty of funds.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Anybody else have anything for new business? Stevie, you all set?
I am good to go, my friend.
Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn at, what time is it? 6:09 PM.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Steve.
No problem. See you guys next month,
Okay.
right before Easter.
See how simple that is, man?
No better. No, it's not before Easter.
Easter is the 18th, right?
The next meeting is on the 24th.
Right, yeah. 24th. Well, maybe Easter's coming early.